I checked my blood pressure 180 over 120. What is up sa inyo mga tol? Panibagong buhay, panibagong araw na naman tayo. It's your boy Jeff. In today's vlog, I want to share something really personal. Something na hindi ko talaga ine-expect na mangyayari sa akin. This is my story about anxiety. And not the casual kind. The real thing, yung dumating siya out of nowhere and made me feel like my own body was working against me. Before I start mga tol, I just want to be upfront about why I'm sharing this now. This actually happened almost 2 years ago. And for a long time, I kept it to myself. Kasi nitong nakaraan, I saw a well-known Filipino vlogger on Facebook who got hospitalized. And people find out he'd been quietly battling depression and anxiety. And when I saw that, something hit me. Kung siya na sikat, na mukhang okay sa labas, nagdaan sa ganun. And then I realized, marami pa palang hindi nagsasalita. So nagbabaka sakali lang din ako, baka may makarelate. So here's my story 2 years late, but hopefully right on time for someone who needs to hear it. So to understand why this happened, you need to know what my life looked like back then. That time, I was grinding non-stop over 2 months straight. Walang days off. OT dito, OT doon. The goal was to save up so Joey and I could go home in December. That was the original plan. Habang ginagawa ko yon, I was also staying up late, drinking every week, and eating whatever I wanted. Oily food, fast food, lahat ng bawal. Yung classic OFW life. You know how it is. 2 days before October 3, Joey told me she caught me drooling while I was washing the dishes. May tumulo daw na laway ko dito. So, I brush it off. Ang sabi ko na lang, maybe I'm just exhausted. Pero at the back of my mind, nasabi ko na, parang may mali. May mali. So, October 3rd, I didn't go to work that morning. Nag-notify ako sa boss ko na sabi ko, boss, hindi ako makakapasok kasi masama yung pakiramdam ko. Joey left kasi kailangan niyang pumasok din sa office nila and I was alone at home. I woke up around 9 a.m. with a fever of 39.5-ish. And this feeling I genuinely cannot put into words. It felt like I was chasing my own breath. Yung para kang nalulunod. Puro palabas, walang paloob. So nagpa-panic attack ako, but I didn't know why. I even went out to the balcony thinking it was just the room. Pero paglabas ko, same feeling pa rin. Hindi pa rin ako makahinga ng maayos. Paano ko ba i-explain? The comparison that I have, you know that feeling when you were a kid? You did something wrong and your parents locked you in a room. That trapped, overwhelmed, and shaking kind of fear. Exactly that. Mismong yun. Yung takot na takot ka. And it was the first time I ever felt that in my entire life. Nakita ko yung aming pang-BP. I checked my blood pressure 180 over 120. So natakot ako. I thought I had a high blood kasi nag-iisa ako eh. Nagbihis ako. I went to the hospital by myself. The doctor checked me and said I wasn't hypertensive. Yung BP ko nag-spike kasi sa anxiety ko at sa lagnat. Nagkaroon pa nga pala ako ng tonsillitis that time. So binigyan ako ni doc ng meds for fever, cough, antibiotic, and antacid. At yung antacid, to be honest with you guys, hindi ko siya tinake. Kasi ang sabi ko sa sarili ko, I don't have acid reflux. So mali ulit. Bakit mali? Ito na sabihin ko sa inyo. Once the fever and cough were gone, I noticed something. Every symptom, I was still feeling the anxiety, the heartburn, yung shortness of breath, the insomnia, yung random waves of sadness and overthinking. Lahat match siya sa GERD. So you can look it up mga tol, sa Google or sa GPT, GERD and anxiety are clinically connected. One can trigger the other. My anxiety was not just coming up from my head. It was coming from my gut. Kaya yung gut health natin sobra talagang importante. Ngayon ko na-realize na kaya pala yung mga bata kailangan din talagang painumin ng Yakult. Kasi Yakult is number 1 for gut. You can do your own research. And honestly, before this happened to me, I didn't believe in stuff like this. May typical reaction nga kapag may nagsasabing may anxiety yata ako. Nasa isip mo lang yan, tol. Then it happened to me. Out of nowhere, no warning. And this is the part I really want to address. Kasi there's a huge misconception, especially in our Filipino culture, when someone hears anxiety, the typical advice na makukuha mo is, go on a vacation, have a drink, stress eat. I get it. Good intentions, but medically, it can actually make things worse. Because you need to find the source first. Para sa akin, nung nag-own research ako, it was GERD. If you drink on a vacation, alcohol is one of the worst things for GERD. If you stress eat, maraming pagkain sa listahan na bawal sa GERD. So instead of healing, you're just adding fuel to the fire. and left untreated. So technically, it can escalate into depression. Naalala ko nga noon, I have a Pakistani coworker who's been dealing this for years. Sabi niya pa nga sa akin noon parang 15 years na ata. He told me something that really stuck. It's like miscommunication between your illness and your brain. And since you are the owner of that body, you end up confused about which one to listen to. Sobrang simple pero accurate. So ang ibig niyang sabihin, fix the source and the rest will follow. So what did I actually do? This is what I can share based on my own experience. So disclaimer lang mga tol, this is not a doctor's advice. Hindi rin ako psychiatrist or whatsoever. Pero kasi ito yung nag-work sa akin. Maybe it will work for you too. So first, go see a doctor. Have yourself checked for GERD and neuropathic issues. Heal your digestive system and your nerves first because they are easier to treat than the thoughts already in your head. Dun ka magumpisa. Second, I committed to a healthy diet. Iniwasan ko lahat ng trigger foods. Spicy, acidic, oily, caffeine. Pati yung kape talagang mahirap man sa loob ko pero tinigil ko siya, pinalitan ko siya ng Yakult. I stopped drinking and cut out anything that could make it worse. Sobrang tigas kasi lang ulo ko noon. Gigising ako na madaling araw, magiinom ako, magsasalang ako sa air fryer na isang tipak na liempo, pampulutan, habang si Joey tulog. But I did it. I committed to a healthy diet and it made a huge difference. So third, I got back into working out kasi physical activity genuinely helps regulate anxiety. Naalala ko nun, nagkaroon ako ng episode sa office namin. Since malaki yung warehouse namin, sinubukan ko mag-jogging. So, nung nag-jogging ako at hiningal ako, nawala naman siya. Ang problema, nung nawala naman yung hingal ko, bumalik ulit yung parang kakabog-kabog na dibdib ko. It doesn't have to be intense, you just have to move. And the most important one, mindset. Kasi mga tol, remember this. The only person or thing that will ever truly harm you is you. You are that powerful. Kasi it is your mind and your body. Choose to survive, choose to live. Saka may isa pang moment na hindi ko makakalimutan. I had an episode, bigla akong naidabog yung keyboard ko. Naputol nga siya actually, naputol yung paa. Tapos, itong buong braso ko, saka yung mukha ko, namamanhid. Alam mo yung manhid na para kang tinarakan ng anesthesia pag nagpapabunot ka ng ngipin? Kahit kurut-kurutin mo, wala ka talaga mararamdaman. And Joey, she handed me a glass of water, niyakap lang niya ako, and that was it. Nakatulong naman siya at kumalma ako that time. So right now, I'm doing a lot better. It still shows up sometimes, pero hindi na tulad nung first 2 weeks na halos talagang hindi ako makatulog. Ngayon, everything under control. The temper is still something I'm working on, but it's improving naman. And looking back, October 3, 2023 was probably the push I needed to finally face myself. So mga tol, if you yourself are going through this, don't self-medicate with the vacation, alcohol, or food na bawal sa inyo. Find out where it's coming from. See a doctor. Anxiety and GERD, treatable naman to. Wala kayong dapat ikabahala. Hindi rin siya mahal at napakadali niyang gamutin. At ang masasabi ko sa inyo, you are not alone. Bale yun lang mga tol, kung nakaabot ka sa part na to, huwag kalimutang mag-LSSC, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you guys for watching and see you in the next vlog. Peace!